and brings more champagne, because you know stocks are running a bit short around here. So a couple of boxes empty in there now.
It's a new day and Mayanna's arrived on the boat, and it's time to get moving out again. And the only thing left to do was just drop all the lines and move the dinghy to the back of the boat. But sometimes the dinghy can end up on the wrong side of the bow with the rope on the other side, so you need to shuffle that round. And in this case, Tanya was doing that and sorting out the issue at the front there. And most people were patient, because I could only do 3 knots while she was doing this with the dinghy on the front. But some people really weren't.
Sorry, we got it a little stuck, so no problem. Have a good trip.
Now these guys were great, but the boat behind, however, they were waving and they were getting really impatient behind. The channel speed limit here is only 5 knots, and this Swan was coming past at 7 knots into an oncoming boat, hence why he used the horn there.
Well, that was a bit of drama leaving Sandhamn. You know, we just learned how to piss off a Finnish guy with a sailing boat. Do 3 knots through a channel. They can't take that. It's too slow. Anyway, today it's a beautiful day. It turned out to be a beautiful day. It was a rainy morning, but now it's super nice. So we're heading out to Stora Nassa. It's a place that we haven't been before, and it's a place that I really wanted to go to. We have, so it's going to be pretty exciting, and there's a nice downwind run today, so it's probably just going to be mainsail running, and we see how we get on.
And as I've said before, guys, I always give the diesel engine a blast through before I switch it off, and this seems to have really helped. Upon a recent exhaust inspection, there was no deposits in there. It really helps keeping that exhaust elbow clean.
So today we are dead downwind sailing pretty much, and what I've done is I've put an outhaul on the jib, self-tacking jib, and I've just got the mainsail up as well. It's not working perfectly at the moment though, because there's not enough wind to fill in, but I'm learning something every day when I'm doing this, because if you bring the main sheet in a bit, the main sheet kind of funnels the wind forward and then into the jib, filling the jib up a bit better. But as you can see, as I'm saying this, my theory it's not working that well, but I'm just going to try and adjust a few things and see if we can get that jib to fly a bit. And I know what you must be thinking, today is probably the perfect day to try out the Jenica really, but I'm gonna wait with that sail, I think, because like I said before, that really scares me, that one. And I've got a friend who's quite experienced with flying Jenicas, so I might wait until he's on board, just in case we make any stupid mistakes or anything like that. It's a very expensive sail to lose just for the sake of it, so yeah, gonna wait until he's aboard and get some training with that, and then we can do some comparison videos. We've got some very ominous clouds off Port Quarter there. Hopefully the rain will just pass us by and just go over land over there, but the good thing is they will bring wind. The bad thing is it's very wet. Sometimes, guys, you've got to accept defeat and realize that the jib just won't fly at this wind angle very well unless the wind speed comes up a bit. So all I'm doing right now is just wearing out the sail really. So we'll bring the jib in, let the main do its job. Guys, this is the best sail we've had all year, I think. This is absolutely amazing. The wind's coming nicely from the south. It's increased to 17 knots. And we're going downwind just with the mainsail at 6 knots now. Straight to Stora Nassa. Really looking forward to going to that place. Haven't been there before and I've heard great things about it. A really big cliff to go and see. And yeah, we'll have to get the drone out and go and do some really nice exploring. But this is what it's all for. This is just fantastic. Those rain clouds to our port side over there have brought this nice cool wind our way, so we're just riding on that now. It's just brilliant. I'm actually pretty glad I haven't got the Jenica up right now in 17 knots of wind. That wouldn't be very good for a first timer for sure.
But it's a nice sail. Very relaxing.
Are you enjoying your time with your friend Tahatsu?
My friend? Yeah. He needs his hat on.
Ridiculous! Fly! Winds have just got up to 25 knots true wind speed, so the guy behind us who was flying a spinnaker had to get it down pretty quick. He was having a lot of problems, that's for sure. But we've got to turn in very shortly, so yeah. What a sail though, that was a really cracking sail. Spray hood sailing now, saving diesel to the max. Hello!
We were really lucky when we got there that Henrik was there to give us a hand with the lines, because there really wasn't that many spots left, and the spot that we chose or had to go on was on a peninsula. So what Henrik did for us was to go and pre-tie the ropes onto both a tree and a stake in the ground, and then Tanya could just tie him on directly, and that makes a big difference.
And they've gone in the water already when it's blowing like a gale.
It's not the warmest I tried.
No?
Nope.
It's 19.
So it sort of takes your breath away. It doesn't feel like 19.
Well guys, there we go. Got the solar panel out. That's making 80 watts. But things are pretty damn windy here in Stora Nassa, and just in case, we've got two lines actually with two stakes on the port side and then one on the starboard side, because I trust trees. They're pretty good. But we've also got a spring line there as well, just to stop us swaying around. I'm not sure what the depth is here right now, but I'm pretty sure we've bumped against a rock a couple of times. Not hard, but I've just got to monitor that a little bit when the boat starts rocking a little bit. So we see. But this place is beautiful so far. I'm just charging the drone up now, and we'll get flying.
Cheers. Cheers. Anchor bubbles.
Very nice, some pimentos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well guys, this place is truly stunning really, and the wind has dropped off now. Even though the forecast says that it's going to be blowing sort of 10 to 15 knots all night, 8 times out of 10 it always drops off in the evening. You know, the sea breeze drops down, and you know the weather just calms, so it's can't complain with this at all. Really enjoying this place. It would be nice if it was completely calm and we spent a couple of days here, but you know, it's not always ideal. It's not always champagne sailing. And also I've walked like 200 meters with a very full glass of wine just to make sure I get there with enough wine to top up maybe when I get there. A perfect way to start the day.
Yes. Mom made banana pancakes. Look at this.
Nice.
Absolutely.
The day started with a nice blue sky, and you can see Henrik and the gang in there on the right, but it was way too shallow for us to get in there, so we ended up a little further out. And upon leaving, it got a bit windy there, so I had to leave Tanya ashore while I disconnected the lines and then go and pick her up again. This happens quite often actually. It's better to do that than risk the safety of the boat going sideways into something.
Heading south for a place called Boteskobben, but would have loved to stay here for another day or so or something like that, but kind of made commitments with friends to meet them, which is fine, and we could do with a good sail in us again anyway. Should be about 20 nautical miles going south, and perhaps a bit of tacking involved, and the wind might die off in the day and shift round to the north. I'm not really sure yet, but we're going to take advantage of this south-southwesterly wind, so we should get down there in good time. But this place we will definitely come back to. It's beautiful. Some very sneaky rocks out here. But we just got stuck basically in the channel coming around Gronwhere. There was a lot of swell against us, so you know, we're smashing into the waves, and the boat was slowing down to sort of 2 or 3 knots and just bouncing around, so it's just a waste of time doing that.
When talking about your own boat, everyone can end up a little bit biased and talk about all the things that they love, and of course with our Hansa there are a few things that I'd like to improve as well. But one of the things that we really love about this boat with the self-tacking jib and the in-mast furling mainsail is the lack of ropes. It keeps the deck or the cockpit very, very clean. Of course, compared to a slab reefing system, we do lose a bit of performance, but with a slab reefing system you do have those 2 extra lines, those 2 extra reefing lines, maybe even 3. And these are quite long lines to tidy up all the time. It's a minor thing, but I like the simplicity. And call me a lazy sailor if you want.
Forecast actually came true, and the wind shifted from southwest to north and quite strong within half a minute. So, you know, we just adjusted sails, but quite glad we didn't have any big sails up, that's for sure. Now we're just blasting south at about 6 knots, passing a few boats, it's always nice, and we should be there in about 40-50 minutes or something like that. I'm going to meet some friends there, so haven't been to this place either, so it's a new little adventure. Going on, little one? Got your black fisk? Black fisk? Yes? Yes? Black fisk. I think it's quite clear to me that there's a race happening right now on our port side. 3 of us heading in the same direction. Must be racing me.
Yeah, clearly. Ollie and I are so excited.
The crew is at the ready.
Yep.
All hands on deck right now.
Yep.
You got your Hansa hat on.
Yes.
Nice hat I bought you that you use straight away for anti-fouling. Sanding.
It's still nice and white.
The race is very tight right now.
So this was a new place for us, Boteskobben, and it's a little tight in some places in there, but it's not too difficult to be honest, and the depth is good in most places in the bay. Our friends on the yellow boat made it nice and easy for us and cleared a spot, and we're there waiting. Unfortunately, our friend, while helping us, fell off the back of a rock here, and this took quite a few months of recovery and was quite a serious injury, so just go safe out there, guys.
EA for that team, and I was like, you know, we're friends. We work really well together.
So you can go on the wakeboard.
Exactly. Go on the supboard on the back of the dinghy. That looks like super fun, to be honest.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.